Hello everyone, welcome to what's going to be my first official gameplay with Disney Lorcana. So, game's not quite yet released there, but there is an online client there, which I do not own, I did not make, I don't have any affiliation with, and if it is against any kind of terrorism service, I apologize and will not do it again. But please don't ban me from making videos. But hello again, Brendan DeCandio here, and what we have is a deck to start with, a steel and ruby kind of mid-range, more aggressive kind of deck there, heavily leading into Aladdins. You have the second 2-cost Aladdin as well as the 3-cost Aladdin in steel and ruby. Looking to the left because my deck's listed over there, not the main screen I'm about to be playing on there, but Tinkerbell to kind of line things up in the late game, make some AoE effects, and of course Big Aladdin to kind of close the game out. Some removal spells and Fire the Cannon, Smash, Grab Your Sword, and Beast Mirror, which I think is very good in a kind of grindy situation there. You do play out a lot of resources, and you don't have too much use for cards that cost more than 5 or resources beyond 5, but Beast Mirror, especially against some of the ramp decks and some of the slower decks that try to just grind you to a bit there, definitely have a utility going late. So this is the deck. Take a screenshot if you'd like. Some Hans to kind of fill out the middle ground there. Maui, one of my favorite cards in the game. Heavy hitter that kind of helps control the board pretty well. Lifu, which lets you kind of untap and ready your something you want to protect if it was questing, or even undo a bodyguard on your opponent's side to kind of get in there. Some of the cards I'm trying out, I'm not certain on. Hercules and Smash, there's a 2-2 split on those just to kind of see which one I like more. Don't know which one's the right one there. Captain Hook, the 4-cost one there. There were more initially, but as the game's played out there, I've done a little bit of playing of the decks. It's gotten a little bit worse, and I want to try some other cards out. So we cut some of those, put some 5-cost beasts in to help kill other items that people have in play. Other Beast Mirror and other things like that. Kind of gain some tempo that way. But yeah, let's get to the games. Got some lined up here, so just about ready. All right. So here, I'm trying to get this going here. Let's get a little bit of the audio going. I don't want much, but I'll have a little bit. So here's the client there. Looks pretty basic, but we're going first. Hand's okay. Some of these later cost Aladdin cards we don't need early on. And going first, I don't really feel like I need to fire the cannons, but because we are going first. Going second, I'd probably keep this. Hercules, not so much. Beast Mirror, I think I don't need. I might keep it just as an inkable. Because there's mostly inkables in this deck, so Aladdin I like playing early, and Hans is a good mid-range card to keep, so that's what I'm mulliganing as. Captain Hook, wish I had the Fire the Cannons back, but that's fine. Let's just lead on a card that I can't really ink very much of. I'm going to lead on the Beast Mirror, because I'm never going to play a second one, so. But let's all we're doing for our turn, passing back to them. I'll talk through a little bit of the gameplay, but mostly just playing some games and seeing what's going on there. So we're playing against the same person, but there's going to be a couple different variations of the decks that they're playing. I don't know what they're playing exactly, but I'm sure we'll find out. There's a Fire the Cannons, that's kind of nice. I don't feel this is going to be a ready my unit match, so I'm going to do this here, and I can let them quest once to develop an Aladdin here. Again, this hook looking okay now that we drew another copy of Fire the Cannons, but not always something I want to keep around. There's no Aladdin of their own. So I'm playing a similar looking deck. So I'm going to... I want to Hans down, but this time I'm going to go... I'm debating even playing the Beast Mirror if I just want it as an ink effect. I think I quest here to kind of get ahead on that, and then I Fire the Cannons this down. And Tinkerbell is a really good card. I'm gonna just keep one of the Hans, and I'm not certain if I want to get the Beast Mirror down or not. I think I want to play it. This game could go down pretty late, depending on what they're doing. A lot of back and forth removal wise. All right, so it looks like they're playing a very similar Steel Aladdin deck. Alright, so they didn't want to quest, they also didn't want to trade. They must have big Tinkerbell is what this kind of symbolizes to me. So in that case, I'm going to just quest ahead, play the Beastmare out, and play a Hans. Or do I want to play Hans, or... So let's just see. If they play big Tinkerbell, they get to deal 1 to all my things, and then they can't challenge this, so this will be dead, so they don't get the 2 damage extra effect. Let's... I'm going to still play the big Tinkerbell out, so I want to kind of prepare for that. That means I don't want to play this out because if big Tinkerbell comes down and they put 1 damage on it, then it's going to be vulnerable to the deal 2 to everything, or just one of their own fire the cannons. Clients has some bugs here and there. There's some cards that kind of cause things to bug out a little bit, but it's been good so far playing a little bit online. Yep, there's the big Tinkerbell we were expecting. Interested to see what they do with that. They're probably not going to quest. They might just pass here. Be pretty aggressive to quest with the Tinkerbell. Okay, okay. Okay. Nothing too good there. I will hit here and then play Fire the Cannons. Finish it off, big Tink. And let's ink this hook and play a Hans out to kind of check the Aladdin there. Got a note not to go too fast, because sometimes moving too fast will make the client a little bit messy. They're inking a Tink, and I feel like this could be a big Aladdin. Yikes. Alright, they're definitely ahead here. Alright, well, if they quest, I can... This is a little bit awkward. I'm going to probably play this, just play it out. Again, I don't want to really quest here because I don't want to... Well, I guess if I quest here, deal 1 to this, and this deals 1 to it as well, then it does die, sure. I'm going to lose some advantage as far as lore goes, but that's kind of the price I have to pay for being so far behind. The only advantage here I have is I have an extra ink down, and I have a Beastmare in play. That's where I'm at, but yeah. Sergeant Tibbs, alright, down to the inks. What do they got here? Something to take this out that isn't Aladdin, like a Maui here, would be really bad for me. Taka. I don't think as bad for me as Maui is, but still very good. Alright. Similar kind of drain effect there. I'm not playing this card, but it does seem quite good. Alright, so they're going to trade this off. That's fine there. Yep, big advantage for them there. So let's... I think I'm going to play this out as a ink. So I can play a 4-cost card if I draw one. Or my hand has to be empty for this. There's a Tink on a Tink. I don't really want to quest here, because that would mean they'd gain 2 lore just from being able to kill my thing. But we'll see. Again, a little bit ahead on as far as resources go, but not too much to the point where I feel comfortable. Ooh, Dragonfire. That straight up removal spell is pretty backbreaking for us here. Alright, we need to find an answer for this pretty quick, and there's a Maui. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Thematic, Maui taking out Taka. Alright. Back in it. There's a lot of situations like this where I think that Beastmare is really going to be in handy. It kind of come down to this grind fest, and then you just have something to gain extra resources over and over again. I'll play that out. That one I think is going to be... Well... Interesting. I think I'll play it out, actually. Now, this doesn't do much in play, as it is only reckless and can't quest, really, because I have any lore. It could quest, actually. That's something to note. It can quest. So if you don't want to... okay, that's not bodyguarded. A little unfortunate for me in that sense, but if it's not exhausted, then you can exhaust it to a quest, even though it doesn't have any lore, so that you can not have to attack on something you don't want to, which is pretty important. But they have only 2 in play, so I'm just gonna play this out here. No shift. Let's pass there. banish off the top there. Ugh. Maybe not off the top, but not good for me. Alright, that does something. Again, these top deck wars. Really kind of get grinded there. So we did that to kind of finish off their bodyguard. This is good. This is good back and forth there. There's a lot of decisions made early on to kind of play around certain things. Now they're choosing to, you know, to draw and discard versus quest to advance, and they really need to find Utica. That's really good here too. Alright, I think I'm going to play that out as a bodyguard. So we'll start here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge this. And when that kills something in a challenge, I get to deal 2 to something else. I'm going to kill this Maui. Boom. That was a really good swing. Bodyguard, so I get to play that out there to protect my Tinkerbell, and I'm going to play this out as an ink. Alright. Taka takes care of Hercules there, that's fine. I play this out, draw a card, I'm going to ink this. I could play it out there, but I think I really would rather ink it. Draw another card. So I could, I'm just going to have to kill this here. They're pretty far ahead on ink, or on lore, and I need to, you know, get the damage going, so I'm not going to, alright, I choose cancel there so I don't have to deal 2 to my own thing. Alright, pass there is good for me. Let's ink that, play out Maui, and draw a card. Okay. I'm going to start questing here, because I need to start getting some lore going. So we're behind as far as the lore count goes, you know, in functional terms of card games with life totals. I'm at 5 and they're at 14, so we're a little bit behind in that sense. Ooh, really good draw, but I don't think I played out like that here. I'm going to ink the beast, play an Aladdin. Actually, I might just play it out here to trade in. Oh, it doesn't have shift. Never mind. Has to attack. That's an instance where I could have not made that trade if I wanted to, if they have like a banish effect. I was thinking this king thing can attack immediately just because it so often does. But let's quest here. Good amount of questing going. I'm going to play both these out as a bodyguard and not a bodyguard. This is inkable. I can ink it to draw another card. And this is really where Beast Mirror is taking over. I have twice as many ink in play as they do, and we're on similar amount of cards, if not I'm slightly ahead. So remember, we have 4 copies of Beast Mirror in our deck, and even in normal games, this is really what it comes down to. So before we do anything, I'm playing into a Tinkerbell by doing this, but I think that's fine. Okay, so quests, quest. I do need to find an answer for these really quick, because they're only 3 ink away from killing me here. So I'm going to actually ink this to draw. Found something there. That should probably put the game away. Not only do we have enough to kind of quest fully next turn, we have exactly 8. I guess they could kill our... I guess they had to kill this thing, so we have 6. Oh, there goes all my Aladdins. Alright, good beats. Oh. Alright, well that was gross. And they get to kill this? Yikes. Alright, back to square one. But... again, the beast mirrors are really gonna... Oh no. I'm gonna do this. I have to shoot something with it, and I want to play it out. I'll deal 2 to my own thing again if I have to do it, but I'd rather have something in play. Or rather have one of these, because I'm going to have to play this out before using these next turn. I'll shoot my own thing if they don't play anything, just to get some more lore. This thing only lures for 1, quest for 1, so it's... Again, I'm not certain this card's that great, but this game's been great. This is a lot of back and forth and a lot of cool interactions as far as, questing things going and all that. Awkward. So I can't sing it here. Okay, I'm playing this out to start destroying cards. That's a good one. Alright. Played our things out. We're trying to develop here again. Cool. My guy's down. Tinkerbell here would be a little obnoxious. Okay, Smash for the Han. Smash looked pretty good, but we both played Smashes and some other things here. See what we got here. Ooh, and Aladdin's really good. I want to play it to use this effect here, but lowering their lore count's pretty important, I would say, at this point. So yeah, Beast Mirror has really shown their worth this game. And again, they're not like a control deck. We're almost like a mirror match in some ways, but I'm playing Beast Mirrors. Really just having twice as many lore and drawing so many more cards a turn. Gross. Let's sing this out. Again, I'm really just trying to empty my hand to keep using Beast Mirrors. Because drawing cards is great. Sure. But yeah, we're gonna play a couple games with this deck. I do like it. We're gonna see how it. All right, they're done. They're done. There. Awesome. They said this is the first game they've not had as much fun since starting this game. Okay. What was it? Alright. Jumping right into another game. Not going to chop them up here on the channel. We're just going to play some things through. Eventually, I might come down to where I play. I might have it, per an episode per or video per game. But we're just playing some games, trying to get these things going. And I said they should play something else just because diversify it. So here's interesting scenario. So we're gonna. The Aladdin chain's pretty awesome. We have both Aladdin and Tinkerbell chain, but I think the Tinkerbell thing is much more relevant early. I'm going to keep a Captain Hook going second. I don't like it as much going first. Lifu's fine. I like the Beast Mirror, and a Tinkerbell chain's pretty nice. Oh, I thought I clicked the Aladdin too. Oh, whatever. Meant to get rid of this, but that's fine. All right, Hans. All right, so it's Amber, Amethyst. Might need this. I'm going to get rid of a Beast Mirror here and keep their thing in check. From being able to quest here. They can quest with their Hey and play like a Simba to protect, but that's fine with me. You have forgotten me. Sure. Glad I don't have to deal with that. Oh, see, this is an upright one, so it's not defending there, so I can't really get in there. I can play Lifu out, but I think I want to make sure I have a 3 attack character in Prince Eric. This deck's all about dealing 3 in increments of 3 with your units, and then 2 with your spells, so you can take down up to 5s pretty easily. Hans, the 4-cost one that's steel, helps ping a little bit here and there to mitigate some of the 1/1s, but Cusco, that's a problem. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to try and Tinkerbell that down, which is gonna be really convenient if we can. Let's get rid of the Lifu. If they go to quest with it and Simba, it's gonna be a really big blowout here if we can do that. Because what we'd do is we'd play Tinkerbell and then we'd use something to proc kill Simba, like the Tinkerbell attack, and then deal 2 to Hey, and this level 1 point on it. We can hit it with one of these smaller units there. So this could be really good for us, but cool to see just in time, kind of putting out a 5-cost card early. This one's definitely a lot of lore, and the effect to always trade with something, regardless of how big it is, like a Maui, is pretty nice. Cheshire Cat down. Uh-oh, me discarding 2. Okay. Let's keep Tinkerbell and Mirror. So I'm going to get rid of Maui and Smash. Just because now I'm down to so few resources there with that discard 2. Beast Mirror would be nice to rebuild and buy back up to a bunch. Okay, they're doing it. Alright, so that's not great because it's uninkable, but let's ink this and shift out the Tinkerbell. Now we're not actually going to attack with the Tinkerbell, we're going to attack with the Captain Hook here. So that gets rid of that, and we can quest here for 2. That's fine with me. If they want to attack in and then finish it off some other way. But, yeah. Inking out of Hans. Okay, so 5 cost Mad Hatter. When it gets hit, they draw a card. Okay. I'm gonna play this to get rid of Simba so they can't bodyguard if I need all my resources. And let's quest here, and I'm gonna ink this because I don't want to have them have another discard spell to make me not have 5 resources for Beast Mirror if I draw another one. I think I'm 2 down already. Good to always remember. Ooh, Hans. Alright. Well, that's rough. Rough for them. Interesting. So let's challenge here. They get to draw a card. They have to choose to say yes to the draw. I get to deal 2 here. I can shift on top of this. I think I'm going to. I could just wait to see if I have another resource, but I don't want them getting that much lore from these 2. Especially if they have a way to heal up, like a Cinderella there would be brutal. Let's look. Quest there. So that's a nice exchange. We cleared the board. Again, our deck's pretty much a Beast Mirror control deck, I'd say. Aladdin is a good finisher. Tinkerbell's a good way to clear things, but Beast Mirror is really where it's at. Alright, I don't really want to have this challenged. I think I'm good just to play this upright. I could ink it, but I think I'm going to hold off on inking unless I draw another Beast Mirror. So let's just play this upright and pass. I think a lot of games are going to come down to 5 ink being where people sit at for a minute. Aladdin's a good one to have down so that if I do draw the bigger Aladdin, it's I can put a shift on top of it. It was a pretty big skew of resources. I could have 2 Tinkerbells in play, which would be really nice, but I feel like making sure they didn't get a bunch of lore right there was important. Don't know. Alright, I'm gonna ink this one and pass. Kind of in a waiting game here. But I don't want to keep cards in my hand because of the discard spells they've shown me. They've shown me the discard 2 for 4, and I'm guessing they have other ones as well. Tinkerbell's good. It helps filter our draws and just kind of prompt them to do something. We're really kind of ready in the wings here, and our deck capitalizes on when people try and attack, or if they try and quest early on, they get to really get a big advantage. I'm gonna loot here, draw and discard. That's pretty good. Just play this out, no shifting needed. Yeah, Tinkerbell is just one of the best cards for sure in the game. That was the 3rd copy, Big Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy. It not only does it deal 1 to everything when you play it, but also it makes your opponent not want to attack, because now if something happens here, I can just shoot this for 2. If I attack it with something else with it, but they're probably not going to exhaust any of their other units now just because they don't want me to ping it off for free. Or they have Rapunzel. That's why we did that Hans play earlier. When we played the Tinkerbell on top of the Tinkerbell was to make sure they couldn't Hans or undo the 2 damage that I put on Hans. Simba, probably no bodyguard there. Alright. Are they choosing whether or not to keep it bodyguarded or... Oh, that was pretty good draw. Lets me take out the Mad Hatter here. I think I'm supposed to start getting aggressive. I'm going to use the... I believe I should be using the Prince Eric to challenge here, since I still have enough to shift on top of. Is that right? I guess I'm going to use both. Yeah, just start a quest. We're going to be aggressive here. Our cards are beefier, and green doesn't have too many ways to really pressure bigger things, but ha. Discard 2 is gone, man. Rapunzel put them so far ahead on cards. Me having to chuck the extra Beast Mirror on that one turn. So I can't really get anything going that way, and I use some of the Beast Mirrors early. Maybe you shouldn't keep Beast Mirror early. It's nice to kind of have one that you... Oh yeah, they can support. Support's cool. Yeah, that's fine. But now Hei's exhausted, so let's see. Ooh, Stitch. I guess they're just going to have to deal with the fact that Hei's exhausted. Okay. Ooh, wow. So if I hit here, deal 2 here, hit here, deal 2 here. Yeah, I like that. Little snowball effect there. I'm gonna ink this out, but yeah, drawing my other copy of Beast Mirror is really gonna pull me far ahead, I think. Let's see what they're gonna do with this here. They didn't have any value off it when they card draw, but that's fine. That's fine. We're kind of at parity here. I'll fire the cannons at let's do fire at the Mad Hatter. So if we draw the sword board, oh. Nice. Good old 2 damage into 2 damage. They're questing for 2 as well. Simba there to defend, I'm guessing. Maybe, maybe not. Tough. I think this is an instance where I actually want to ink this. Oh, well. Another one on top makes that much better for me. Tinkerbell kind of taking over the game here pretty well against the Amber Amethyst deck, so let's quest. I'm gonna ready it so it can't be attacked this turn. Ah, okay, well they're just gonna pack it in there. Nice little start with this deck against somewhat of a mirror match there, and somewhat of a kind of aggressive Amber Emerald kind of discard strategy there. But let's see what else they're gonna bring here. Give me just a moment. They're gonna get this going. All right. hand is okay. I'm gonna probably keep Prince Eric, and that maybe I want to build towards this. Let's just keep those. Again, going second, I don't really feel like, or going first, I don't really feel like I have to keep fire the cannons, but maybe I should, just because of Captain Hook in our deck. It's kind of funny that when you ink something like this, Aladdin, on the first turn, it kind of tells your opponent that you have another one, which is very telegraphing. Inking Tibbs, developing your brain. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying kind of the back and forth of a lot of these games. From the games I've played, Beastmere is one of the better cards in Steel, I would say. Definitely gives you a kind of late game card advantage going long there, and makes an appeal or a case for a beast and more item destruction to be played if a deck using Steel is going to be popular. But there are a plethora of other items as well that are pretty good to use. All right, let's quest here. And I don't really want to trade, so I'm just going to ink my beast. They're playing Sapphire Ramp. I don't think there's many items in there. So let's protect my guy here. I say that and I immediately forget that the fishbone is in the deck. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay. Man, 2 uninkables. Okay, making getting this Aladdin down is pretty difficult. I'm just gonna play this here. It's a really bad turn to not do anything, but let's just do that and then quest here. Pass. So they quested a bit there. Okay, nice. I'm gonna ink here, and I'm just going to. So I could hit this here, but that plays pretty well into a Hades because they're about to hit 7 costs. I think what I should be doing here is. Maybe play Hook out. Fire the cannons this. And finish it off with Lifu. And I think I'm okay with this exchange. I'm kind of not. I'm thinking about it more and more. Yeah, that's fine. That's exchange I'm fine with. I don't want to trade my Aladdin for this. Again, we're in a situation where we kind of want some way to gain cards, but also we're kind of fighting the fact that they have a lot more resources right now than we do. And okay, Robin Hood, not the greatest there for them, but it is pretty big, and definitely have to be concerned about that next few turns. All right, they're playing their 7th ink down, means they probably have a Mickey in their hand. So this is evasive only on their turn. Okay. I think I'm going to let's take this out here, quest with this, and let's play this out, and that'll be it. We're kind of threatening a little bit. We're still slowly growing kind of our lore count and our board here, but we'll see what they have to work with here from this one. Ramp definitely seems like a little bit a weaker point for this matchup. We're very good at dealing with smaller units and kind of back and forth combat, gaining advantage that way, slowly but surely. But this deck that they're playing definitely just going over the top, and us not having ways to really use our things well, and us going in on one of our big things like a Tinkerbell or an Aladdin can really just immediately be lights out, depending on what they have. plan was to trade here for this. I think I'm inking this Aladdin. And just playing out our two things. We're a Beast Mirror deck for a reason. Let's go. They could have, you know, be prepared here. Ooh, their own Aladdin. Yikes. Right, bell down, sure. Grab your sword. Not really what I'm looking for here. I'm gonna play it out. Just so that if I draw something else, if I draw a second copy of it, I can play it and then use Hans to finish off Aladdin, where I otherwise wouldn't be able to. Ooh, Hades. Alright, that's going to be a bit too much, I think. Yep, we're in trouble. Alright. Not looking great. We do have ways to get back in the game. A lot of it involving them questing here with Aladdin, us trying Tinkerbell. Big Tank will be able to deal 1 to the Aladdin and then kind of help it that way. Ooh, that thing's going to quest for 5. Ooh, there's Tinkerbell. But they didn't quest, so that's a little bit problematic for me. I could hit both of those into here and play Tinkerbell out, but that's pretty poor. It does stop them from questing with this, though, so I might just try and do that. Now if they quest with the bell, then I get to hit it with Tinkerbell and then kill off the Aladdin as well. So that'd be pretty lights out for them. But this thing questing now for 4 additional lore. Ugh, letting it go. Alright, well they're having us kind of pinned here. I need a Maui to check this immediately. And Lifu's kind of the same thing. So we have this next turn, and that's it to find something to answer both of these. We have this, which answers Aladdin on the attack, but we need to be able to answer the bell too. And they drew Mickey Mouse. Alright, you got me. Fun games. Definitely a lot back and forth here, and definitely a lot to take away from, you know, a lot of the gameplay there. There's definitely going to be a meta game of back and forward, and you know, a lot of back and forth in the game and different kind of avenues you could take, because we could easily play some of the cards that, you know, are going more into the game, and cards like Let It Go and Hades really give you, you know, a boost of resources there to play cards, maybe like and the dragon that banishes, I can't remember the name, it's Maleficent's dragon, Maleficent the dragon. But no, a lot of fun, a lot of back and forth there, and this is the deck I was playing again. Played against somewhat of a mirror match there, an amber amethyst, or an amber emerald aggro deck, and then you know, the sapphire ruby ramp deck there. And 2-1, not the best, not the worst, but definitely a lot going on for it there. I think that Captain Hook was okay, didn't really do too much there. The Beast, you know, is inkable, so it's kind of a flex play anyway. Hercules was okay, and Smash was also okay. Those can be something else to maybe shore up some of those other matchups. The ones that go late as well, maybe just the, you know, Dragonfire to banish something, but careful of those uninkables. But thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care, and if you like this comment or these kind of videos, let me know. I can do more of them. Just yeah, whatever you think there, let me know, and we'll see you next time.